2TM weather.
And on the breakfast show, catching up with the latest weather details. 15 degrees at the moment this Monday, warming up to 31, a sunny day with light winds. Keep in mind the UV index will be in the extremes, so be sun safe and sun smart. For tomorrow, a maximum temp of 34, mostly sunny. Wednesday, 38 and partly cloudy. And Thursday, 38 and partly cloudy, back into those typical hot temperatures for Tamworth Country Music Festival. That's the latest local news and weather. You are now up to date.
This is Tamworth Fest Festival coverage with Shanae. Thanks to McDonald's. Check out the interactive McDonald's space in Fitzroy Street, 1287 2TM.
And back on the breakfast show this morning, and my next special guest joining me in our 2TM studio is the one and only Ashleigh Dallas. How are you?
Oh, I'm really good, thank you. It's lovely to be here in festival time.
I know, and it's just so nice to have you back in our 2TM studio. I feel like it's like festival when I see you in the studio and catch up with you out and about across the festival somewhere. You just, I don't know, it's just it's a wonderful energy.
Oh, yeah, it is a wonderful. Well, this is my favourite time of year in our beautiful hometown of Tamworth, and the lead up, the weeks in, we go through that Christmas, New Year period, but it's just this part of the year for me is always like, this is Christmas for me in our hometown, and it's lovely to share energy and absorb energy in this sort of beautiful week, and it's a marathon, it's chaos, it's beautiful, it's crazy, and it's full of music.
Now, we did see at the opening concert, you made an appearance on the big stage in Toyota Park with Wicker Sweet.
Yes,
Liam and Gabby. That was a really special moment, can I just say?
Oh, it felt special for us too, It's Wicker Sweet, Liam and Gabby are dear friends of mine also, and they're amazing, and they've share music that's world class in my opinion. It's like what you would see when you go over to the States in their field. And we debuted a brand new song, Younger Me, which is an ode to that younger part of yourself, to tell that person it's all going to be okay as we get older and navigate the world and life. And I've known Liam and Gabby since we were younger kids. So, and, the opening night to get to sing that and just, again, absorb what the festival is and to share music with great friends. It was really special.
Now, I saw on your socials there was a photo of a very young Ash, and I guess that's going back to maybe one of festivals past. I'm not too sure. I can't remember what year you said that was in the description, but you would have some very fond memories of how this festival has been and has changed over the years, but some very special moments.
Yeah, the photo you're talking about, it was about 97, I think it was, on the back of on the actual real picture. My memories of festival, I have seen the growth and the changes, but also in yourself as well with that. And I think if people know my story, obviously they know that I've grown up in a family of music. My pop started the trailblazing for our family's story with, giving up the normal family job, which was mining at that stage, and he went off to be a country singer. And Mum and Dad ended up laying their roots here in Tamworth, and my first festival memories involve just on the outskirts of town at Moonby. There was also LBS had their massive big field days down the road, but we ran Gully Park roundups, which had hundreds of people, the buttercup tents in my Nan and Pop's backyard, and we thought that was really normal, that hundreds of people would come and watch the likes of Pete Dennehy, Felicity Urquhart play at my pop stage, and then obviously everything ended on the day with my pop and all my family playing, and they were my first memories. And I've done the busking down Peel Street. I remember when I first got to busk, how exciting I was about that, because it was a different stage from the family, and it was on the steps of Westpac there. So it's always been ingrained in me, to be honest. If I'm not involved in it when I'm not playing on the day, I just want to go out and watch friends play and absorb it. It's literally just does something to my energy. It levitates me this week. It also makes me get really emotional to think about it from that perspective, because I have not, since I've been a little kid, I haven't missed one at all. And I don't plan to either.
And now fast forward, all these years down the track, you're a multiple Golden Guitar winner and you're nominated for 3 at this Saturday's 53rd Golden Guitar Awards.
Yeah, and that still makes me, look, it just makes me weird out that I can say that about myself. It's really strange because it's just those, again, I think because the dream for me started so wholesomely and organically, and to actually now be able to say those things, that's what the inner kid just wanted to do, and I'm doing exactly that. I get to write songs and share music on stage and connect with audiences, and this album that we've released last year, to have that in the top 5 categories, in 3 categories, it's really special and humbling in that, because you look around, you just walk down the street here in Medal Festival and you're reminded of how much talent there is and how the Golden Guitars is the pinnacle and everyone is deserving to reach that goal. So to be able to get there as well, it's I feel really, I got to take a moment to appreciate it every day too.
Now, the last time we did have you in the studio, it was upon the release of the new record, Setting Suns, and it's now been out in the big wide world for a little while now. How's it been wearing?
It's been, look, honest, well, this is 6th album in, so I think I'm building on that each time. I'm getting a little bit better with my releases and my release stuff, but the album itself, the best thing has been that it's connected to people. The amount of messages I've had from everyone from different songs. The album's full of light and shade. We dabble with the sunshine and we go straight into the dark depths as well. But to have people connect to stories from that and put themselves in their own perspective in that to me is the cherry right there. We very luckily, the first album I've ever reached was the number 1 on ARIA, which still blows my mind that we got that. So, because but it's just really nice to have that album out. Obviously, we've spoken as well, and you know that, and the listeners around our region especially knows our family have had some changes with all the depths of Dad, stepping back, and this album really celebrated our connection through music as well, and I think people are feeling that energy, which is lovely that they're taking that on as well.
And there's also just recently released the music video that goes with the title track.
Yes, so we did a beautiful video clip down with Tracy and Josh Beveridge from Roaming Creatives, and I always intended that the video would have come out around the same time as release, but to be honest, with the last year and juggling emotions and mum heart like life, and I just couldn't give myself to that performance on camera, and to have the video clip out now with Festival, and it really feels like we're honouring the album in its all rawness and vulnerable state. I think that's been my biggest shift with music of late, is that I do have, I guess people do say it's a gift to be able to write a song and share it, and I really feel that. So if I can bring, rawness, realness, and be authentic in that, and that's certainly what we show on this video clip. I never thought I'd get so emotional to a camera, but we did. And that's kudos to Tracy and Josh, who made, again, the day make me feel safe to be able to just share that wholesomely.
Now, you've brought your guitar in with you this morning.
Yes, I did.
I'm excited because I like it when I see a guitar walk through the 2TM studio door, because that means we're in for a treat. What song are you going to perform for us today?
Look, I think I will we'll go a bit upbeat this morning with Golden. This song is on the new album, and it's about just really celebrating when you've got gold around you. It's everywhere, whether that's friendship, love, good music, which we've got here in Tamworth. Golden hour, golden sun, golden rule, golden one. Everything is shining down, lighting up our small town. People talk, people stare, people laugh, oh, but we don't care. We got no need to run. There's peace in all the things we love. Ride the highs, defeat the lows. See wherever this may go. For you I'll always be holding on to what is golden touch, golden light, a warmth from you. It fills the night. More of this lays ahead if we're careful by the way we tread. Moving forward, moving on, moving together, moving as one. Even when the tides are rough, loving you will always be enough. Ride the highs, defeat the lows. See wherever this may go. For you I'll always be holding on to what is golden. Golden, golden. We ride the highs, defeat the lows. See wherever this may go. For you I'll always be holding on. For you I'll always be holding on. Your love is golden. Golden, golden.
Ashleigh Dallas, my special guest on the 2TM Breakfast Show during our festival coverage. And that song, Golden, off the new record, Setting Suns, which is nominated for Traditional Country Album of the Year, of course, also Toyota Album of the Year. And Ash, you're also nominated for Female Artist of the Year.
Yes, I tell you, it is a bit nerve-wracking just even, saying that. I remember just being in the room when you get your name announced and you don't know, and it's like, oh, you're really proud of an album, and of course you hope and you wish, and when it comes to fruition that you're in the top 5, it's like, well, you better dust the cowboy boots off and go on fancy for a night.
The Night of Nights for Australian Country Music this Saturday at Trek, the Golden Guitar Awards. Now, speaking of that, there is another big night that is before the Golden Guitars, equally as important, and that is your big show.
Yes.
Wednesday 22nd, 7:30pm at the Tamworth Town Hall. This is your Over to Me show.
Yeah.
And I know behind the scenes, this show, it's been quite some time in the planning.
It has been. We've worked with, it's presented by the Tamworth Regional Conservatorium of Music, where I started my musical journey at 2.5 there. So it's lovely to have that full circle moment. And we've got a youth choir that I've been working with, some special guests. But we called it Over to Me because it feels like this is me having to step into a new space. It's the first time ever in Tamworth, and I'm going to try and not get teary, but it's the first time ever that my dad watches me from the crowd, ever, in Tamworth. So that's also a little bit strange, but it is now over to me to step into my space, I guess, the setting sun, the new horizon that's there, and I plan to really just give my heart out on that beautiful stage. The Tamworth Town Hall is just such a, for me, I remember walking past that, and anytime we got to having a Stedford there, I was like, this is the dream venue, this is where the first Golden Guitars handed out. There's so much spirit, so it's our 4th year with our Tamworth show being at the town hall, but I really do feel like this one's probably going to test how well I can keep the eyes from welling up.
A few boxes of tissues on stage, maybe.
But it's just, again, it's what music's all about is sharing that, and I can't wait. We've got a fabulous band. Wicker Sweet are also opening the show, and I feel really lucky that that's my crew around me as well for this, because it is a big moment in the Ashleigh Dallas story and in our family story as well.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. People are wanting to get tickets. There are still some available.
They are. I've chosen one of the biggest venues in Tamworth, so there are still some seats available.
But let's sell it out.
That is our plan. One day we'll absolutely do that. But there are tickets still available. There are through the entertainment venues or the box office, or if we don't happen to sell it out, there may be some on the night. But best secure them now, folks.
Yes, I would recommend that because it's a special night. I can vouch for that. I was at the show last year, and I was emotional in the audience for good reasons.
Yes, for good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I hope too. All emotions at my show are for good reasons.
Well, Ashleigh, it's always lovely to catch up with you, and I'm sure we'll bump into each other, of course, again in the not too distant future. But thank you for sparing some time out of your busy festival schedule to pop in and say good day to us here at 2TM.
It's a pleasure, because our festival wouldn't be without 2TM as well. We wouldn't have it. So thanks for having me in.
No, pleasure. And our festival coverage continues after 8 following the latest news, sport and weather details.
On Chris Smith across Australia.
The Gold Coast City Council has imposed a view tax.